Hello viewers, I'm R. Sridevi, Assistant Professor, Pedagogy of Mathematics, Laila College of Education, Chennai 34. The subject taken, Core Paper 3, Learning and Teaching. Today my topic is Maslow's Self-Actualization Theory from Unit number 4, Cognitive and Humanistics Theory of Learning. This is a full course paper. You have to answer 7 out of 10. Each carries 10 marks. Total marks is 70. Time duration is 3 hours. So in unit number 4, these are the subunits we are going to cover. But today, I'm going to concentrate on Maslow's self-actualization theory. It comes under the humanistic theories of learning. Is Maslow, born April 1st, 1908 in New York, died June 8, 1970 in California. American psychologist and very known for Maslow hierarchy of needs. And also we can say Maslow hierarchical theory of motivation. Maslow's assumptions, human nature is basically good, not evil. In order to better understand what motivates human beings, Maslow proposed that human needs can be organized into a hierarchy. This hierarchy ranges from more concrete needs such as food and water to abstract concepts such as self-fulfillment. According to Maslow, when a lower need is met, the next need on the hierarchy becomes our focus of attention. The first need is physiological needs, or we can say survival needs. So what is this? The physiological needs for all the human beings, the basic needs are food, air, water, and sex. According to Maslow, some of these needs involve our efforts to meet the body's need to stable the organs. That is, maintaining consistent levels in different bodily systems. For example, maintaining a body temperature of 98.6 degree. Maslow considered physiological needs to be the most essential of our needs. For example, if someone is extremely hungry, it's hard to focus on anything else besides food. Another example of a physiological need would be the need for adequate sleep. The second one is safety and security needs. So what is the safety and security we are getting from our family and we need for shelter? Once people's physiological requirements are met, the next need that arises is a safe environment. Our safety needs are apparent even early in childhood, as children have a need for safe and predictable environments and typically react with fear and anxiety when these are not met. Maslow pointed out that in adults living in developed nations, safety needs are more apparent in emergency situations. Example, war and disasters. But this need can also explain why we tend to prefer the familiar or why we do things like purchase insurance and contribute to a savings account. The third one is nothing but affiliation needs, or we can say love and belongingness needs. So here, love and affection we are getting from family, grandparents, and friends and relatives. If you are not getting any love and affection from these, definitely we are getting some kind of irritation and start hating others. According to the Maslow, the next need in the hierarchy involves feeling loved and accepted. This need includes both romantic relationships as well as ties to friends and family members. It also includes our need to feel that we belong to a social group. Importantly, this need encompasses both feeling loved and feeling love towards others. The next hierarchy is esteem needs. Esteem need is nothing but we are expecting respect from others through awards or honor. Respect for self through it means prestige, social status, reputation, self-respect, etc. Every individual wants to look high in the eyes of others. Our esteem needs involve the desire to feel good about ourselves. According to Maslow, esteem needs include two components. The first involves feeling self-confidence and feeling good about oneself. The second component involves feeling valued by others, that is, feeling that our achievements and contributions have been recognized by other people. When people's esteem needs are met, they feel confident and see their contributions and achievements as valuable and important. However, when their esteem needs are not met, they may experience what psychologist Alfred Adler called feeling of inferiority. The next need is nothing but achievement needs divided into two, that is need for knowledge and need for understanding. So need for knowledge, that is nothing but is satisfied when there is access to information, knowing how to do things, meaning of things, events, symbols, etc. Need for understanding implies knowledge of relationships, process, the integration of knowledge into broad structure. Achievement needs depends on individual talents and the environment, example sports, music, dance, etc. Next hierarchy is nothing but aesthetic needs, appreciation of order and beauty. Based on Maslow's belief, it is stated in the hierarchy that humans need beautiful imaginary or something new and aesthetically pleasing to continue up towards self-actualization. This need is a higher level need to relate in a beautiful way with the environment and leads to the beautiful feeling of intimacy with nature and everything beautiful. The next one is nothing but need for self-actualization. Self-actualization is nothing but healthy individual's prime motivation wants to attain self-perfection in all aspects of his life. Maximum development of an individual. That is called the self-actualization. It refers to feeling fulfilled or feeling that we are living up to our potential. One unique feature of self-actualization is that it looks different for everyone. For one person, self-actualization might involve helping others. For another person, it might involve achievements in an artistic or creative field. Essentially, self-actualization means feeling that we are doing what we believe we are meant to do. Self-actualization person's characteristics encourage talent in others, try to be good human being, enjoy taking on responsibilities, prefer inner satisfaction, seek truth, give unselfish love. These are the people who is calling self-actualization people. Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Mahatma Gandhi, Albert Einstein, William James, Mother Teresa. So these are the hierarchy given by the Maslow: physiological or survival needs, safety and security needs, affiliation needs, esteem needs, achievement needs, aesthetic needs, self-actualization needs. Apart from this, Maslow later divided the top of the triangle to add self-transcendence, which is also sometimes referred to as spiritual needs. Spiritual needs are a little different from other needs accessible from many levels. This need, when fulfilled, leads to feelings of integrity and take things to another level of being. How people progress through the hierarchy of needs. Maslow postulated that there were several required conditions to meeting these needs. For example, having freedom of speech and freedom of expression or living in a just and fair society aren't specifically mentioned within the hierarchy of needs. But Maslow believed that having these things make it easier for people to achieve their needs. In addition to these needs, Maslow also believed that we have a need to learn new information and to better understand the world around us. This is partially because learning more about environment helps us meet our other needs. For example, learning more about the world can help us feel safer, and developing a better understanding of a topic one is passionate about can contribute to self-actualization. However, I also believe that this call to understand the world around us is an innate need as well. Although Maslow presented his needs in a hierarchy, he also acknowledged that meeting each need is not an all or nothing phenomenon. Consequently, people don't need to completely satisfy one need in order to for the next need in the hierarchy to emerge. Maslow suggests that at any given time, most people tend to have each of their needs partly met, and that needs lower on the hierarchy are typically the ones that people have made the most progress towards. Additionally, Maslow pointed out that one behavior might meet two or more needs. For example, sharing a meal with someone meets the physiological need for food, but it might also meet the need of belonging. Similarly, working as a paid caregiver would provide someone with income which allows them to pay for food and shelter, but can also provide them a sense of social connection and fulfillment. Now, educational implication of Maslow theory. The idea that the deficiency needs of the students are to be satisfied to enable them to function at a higher level of motivation has to be borne in mind when dealing with economically and culturally disadvantaged children. Looking after ventilation, lighting, furniture, blackboard, provision of midday meals for the needy, classroom arrangement for physical and psychological safety, and showing interest in every student so that he feels that he belongs to the class or vital. The teacher should enhance the attraction and minimize the dangers of growth needs. Thank you.